My dear friends, I'm blessed to be here in our studio today with a friend from United States, with Oliver. Oliver, he came from far away here in Albania, and he has an amazing story which he will share with us today. Oliver, tell us a bit about yourself and tell us what brought you here.
Yeah, well, it's a privilege to be on this podcast, Nick. It's great having a connection with you and getting to learn more about what you're doing here in Albania. But I myself am from America, live in Pennsylvania. My wife and I, we've been living there for the last about 9 years, and we have 4 kids. Our oldest is 8. Her name is Maya. Next is Malachi. He's 6, and then we have another son, Monty. He's 4. And our youngest right now is her name is Maranatha. We call her Mary for short, and she's 3 years old. So
That
it's a little bit about me, our family, where we live. But it's really been a privilege being here in Albania for the last 3 weeks.
what brought you here in Albania?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a journey, and the journey honestly starts about 6 years ago to get us to this point of where we're at. And kind of the big picture is we are here uh, in pursuit of the adoption of a little girl that we are adopting from Albania and integrating her into our family. And so this whole storyline and journey started 6 years ago when we were inspired at a large gathering in a stadium in America um, to do something about what I think is a great injustice in the earth, that there are thousands, millions of orphans and widows, or orphans specifically, in the earth. And just felt compelled to do something about that. And so that was 6 years ago. And then more recently, my wife and I just really felt impressed to take a step forward and to take action with that desire that was planted in our hearts 6 years ago. And it's been a long story, a long process that has got us here to this point. But ultimately, that is why we're here, is completing the the initial steps to pursue this adoption in Albania.
that was challenging in your heart, and then you start to think about how will be for us as family to
Mhm.
start to adopt a child. Tell us a bit about, I mean, from United States, how did you choose exactly Albania? Because
Hmm.
I know there are many poor countries in the world, in different in India or other
Hmm.
countries, which are millions of kids without parents.
Right.
But from all these, opportunities, you have chosen Albania.
Yeah, it was really through relational connections and networking that we already had in place.
Yes.
Um, so I've been to Albania. I think this is my fourth trip to Albania.
Mhm.
So I've been here multiple times. The other times have been taking teenagers here, just gain exposure of this culture, to come here to serve, to be of benefit to the people. And we did that a couple summers ago for the first time. Brought a team here, and then last summer brought another team here. And so through those, we're able to make some relational connections with people who live here in Albania and serve here. And one of those individuals serves as a coordinator for some of the adoptions that happen here. And it was through just through that connection that we gained exposure and awareness of some of the needs here in Albania to adopt. So that ultimately was how we, got connected to Albania specifically.
What will be the main, I would say, the main thing that it gonna keep you in your foots and as well will keep you strong when you'll face challenges, to adopt someone that you don't know, the child. There can be some challenges, but what are gonna be the main things that motivate you to stay strong and as well to give grace to that child, knowing that that child is not yours,
Mm-hmm.
you have no obligation towards, but there is something that force you inside of you, motivate you, inspire you, and give you grace through to do this.
Yeah, I think just recognizing, coming back to the conviction and a value that I carry in life is what I believe is one of the greatest injustices for children not to have a mother or a father. And so recognizing that, every path that we select in life normally is going to have opposition. There's going to be
Yes.
challenges. And just because you're facing challenges, you're facing opposition, doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue to pursue down that path. Sometimes there's maybe a lesson that is to be learned through that, or maybe sometimes, yeah, there's something else behind the scenes going on that you're not aware of. Like, what is going to continue to motivate me is just recognizing that it's a fundamental need for children, for young people to grow and to be mature, to be whole, to be restored in the context of family. And I think that's, just recognizing the role and the call as a father that I carry to my own biological kids, but that extends outward into other people as well, to invite them into friendship, invite them into connection, into community. And I believe one of the most powerful places for that to happen is within the family.
How was the process, until this point between you and the government of Albania?
Yeah, overall, it's been great. We don't have direct connection really with the government necessarily. We're working with an agency, and
Yes.
so they're assisting, kind of mitigating that, and serving as mediators. But overall, the process has actually gone very swiftly. So what normally might be, a bit longer of a process, multiple years, is actually, it looks like, favorably, it's going to be wrapped up in about a year. And so it's just been wonderful to see that acceleration and see the journey go a little bit quicker than we were expecting. And yeah, it's been wonderful just working with the country and this culture. We've learned so much in the process.
That's a really encouragement to hear that, because sometimes the people are complaining about the government and bureaucracy and all of that. Tell us one advice that you are giving to some of the people who are listening this podcast and they think about, why not me?
Yeah, I think one of the quotes, statements that I cling to often in life in various realms, but it's definitely specific and applicable to this realm. Talking about the adoption, is that it is more blessed to give than to receive. And sometimes, in life, we're always looking for, hey, what can I consume? What can I grab hold of? What can I gain in order to add value to my life? And one of the things that I've found, over the last 10 years of my life, is there's a blessing and there's satisfaction, there's fulfillment to be found when I choose to give away that which I've been given. It's the blessing that I've received in life, and just being thankful for all that I have. And out of that place, I can give to a child that's in need, that's longing for family, longing for protection, longing for safety. And so I think that's one of my encouragements is, many of you actually have more to give than you might think. And sometimes that giving comes through our weakness.
Yes.
It may not look like a real strength to many, but as we continue to say yes, we continue to kind of obey the invitation that we've been given in life. Sometimes in that and through that, we find a greater blessing than we could have ever received in our own ability to go out and find it. So it's my encouragement, is that it is more blessed to give than to receive.
Thank you so much, Oliver, and we hope to see you again with your 5 children.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure being on here, Nick.
God bless you. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.